video is going to clearly explain how you can earn income year-round with seasonal printables. The goal of today's video is to share why seasonal printable products are super popular and why they can make a really great addition to your online shop, or how you could create an online shop specifically to focus on seasonal printables. So we'll be looking at what seasonal printables are, why it's such a great niche to consider getting into, how to make sure that you can sell these printables year-round so that you sort of smooth your income. And then I'll give you some tips that you can use to create seasonal printables that really sell. Seasonal printables are generally low content, and you know how much I love digital products. There are tons of digital options for seasonal printables. It's also really common for sellers to create seasonal printable products that can be sold all year long. So if you create, for example, one type of like a classroom poster about Halloween or Christmas, you can change sort of the graphics or change the coloring, and it can be pretty easy to take that poster and apply it to different holidays as well. So let's take a look at a few examples of seasonal printables to give you an idea of what I'm talking about. Classroom products are really popular. You'll see here there's a 4 seasons poster. They've got spring, summer, autumn, and winter. This was obviously quite easy to create. It's just a bit of font and some clip art. And this is a 5-star rating poster with tons of reviews. Another option is something like this. So this would be like printable wall art. Again, super simple. They found probably a free for commercial use image, cut it into 3 equal pieces, and they were ready to go. Again, this is a 5-star rated product. Cards, of course, Christmas cards, Thanksgiving cards, Halloween cards, New Year's Eve invitations. There's tons and tons of seasonal printable card products. This seller also does 4th of July, Halloween, and she doesn't only do cards. So cards is just a portion of her shop. Calendars. So these are kind of fun Christmas advent calendars, and this is a super hot niche. I definitely recommend looking into advent calendars. This seller has sort of movie calendars, you can see, trivia. She's got a lot of different types of printable things that she does. So there's a lot of seasonal printable options. Why is it such a good idea? Number one, it's very popular. So if you look sort of at the statistics for seasonal printables, you look at the search data, you'll see that a lot of people are looking for these things. In fact, there's more than 50,000 seasonal printable products listed for sale on Etsy every day. So there is definitely a large market for these. Of course, you need to find your own niche to sort of get in there and get customers. But even people who don't ordinarily buy printable products will buy seasonal printable products. One great niche to consider is printables for classrooms. So teachers are known to buy a lot of printable products, whether it's worksheets or bulletin board decorations, but for sure, the majority of teachers are purchasing some type of printable products to decorate their classrooms for the different seasons, especially the elementary teachers. There's 3 great marketplaces that I would recommend, popular platforms where you could consider selling classroom seasonal printables. Etsy for sure. Of course, Etsy is a huge marketplace for seasonal printables. But if you're considering sort of classroom or educational type seasonal printables, you can also check out Teachers Pay Teachers and Amazon Ignite. And you'll see we've got those links right there if you haven't heard of those. A lot of people ask me if seasonal printables can generate year-round income. Everyone wants sort of as consistent of a monthly income as they can get. And of course, that's nearly impossible, but you can sort of smooth out the curves. What I would recommend that you do if you're really planning on focusing on seasonal printables is to make sure that you're hitting all of the main holidays. So there is a pretty major holiday at least every few months. So as long as you're hitting all of those, that'll help to smooth out your income curves. And you also should be posting your seasonal printables a few months in advance of the holidays. A lot of people do start, for example, doing their Christmas decorating a couple months in advance, or starting to plan their graduation parties or 4th of July parties in advance. So as long as you're getting your products up early enough, it'll help smooth sort of the income there as well, where people are buying Christmas things in October and November and also in December. You can do a sale in January after Christmas for people that want to purchase things for the following season. So maybe you do 10% off or 20% off, and so you'll continue to get some more sales even post-holiday. So there's definitely ways that you can generate year-round income with seasonal printables. They're also super easy to make and sell. They're generally low content products. You can design them one time. For example, the Christmas card or Christmas advent calendar that you designed this year, you can sell it again next year. So this is sort of something that, yes, it takes, a bit of time the very first time around, but then you can continue selling it every year, or you can make sort of variations of it. So if you have maybe a Thanksgiving invitation card, you can pretty quickly change some of your colors or some of your clip art and turn it into a New Year's Eve invitation card. And of course, they're digital products, so there's no inventory. You make them, you upload the file to Etsy or Teachers Pay Teachers, and people can just come in and continue buying that same file with no additional work on your part. Okay, I've got 3 tips. Of course, there's tons of tips to create seasonal printables, but I've got 3 here that I think are really helpful. The first one is to research your competitors. You do need to know what is out there so that you can design your product to take advantage of maybe niches that have less competition. Make your products unique so that they stand out. And also, we touched on it a little bit earlier, but put products in your shop early. People do buy seasonal printables in advance. If you put your Christmas card up 10 days before Christmas, you've missed out on a huge chunk of your potential buyers. Okay, researching your competitors. It's pretty easy. You just get onto the marketplaces that you're interested in listing your product on and see what other people are doing. So if you're thinking, gee, I really want to do a Christmas advent calendar, pop on to Etsy, type in Christmas advent calendar, see what's there. Using the term printable as part of your search term can help filter it out, so you're really looking at people that would be your direct competitors. And of course, if you search for something, maybe it's a printable Christmas advent calendar with cats or something like that, and you say, oh my gosh, you know what? It looks like there's almost no one that is doing this, but then if I go and look at sort of search term data, there's a lot of people searching for it. So this is a low competition, high volume niche that could be a great one to get into. Of course, we want to make our products unique. If your product looks like 25 other products, there's no reason that someone would click on yours to buy it instead of one of the other ones. So if you can put sort of a unique spin on what you're thinking, something like maybe the cat Christmas advent calendar, I don't know. If you can put a unique spin on it and there's people there sort of in the marketplace that want your spin, yours will really stand out. Of course, you can use free templates or public domain content, but just make sure that you're modifying it so that it looks different than all the other products on the market. We've touched on this twice, but this is so important. You have to put your products in your shop early. People start shopping often months in advance of the holiday, and so if you are listing your thing 7 days, 10 days before the holiday, you've missed out on a lot of your potential market. If you'd like to know more about how to succeed with seasonal printables, I have a fantastic product. It's got tons and tons of tips, tricks, lots of information on sort of niches that you could get into that have plenty of data to back them up. This is a huge market with customers literally buying products for every holiday, special occasion, and season. This is perfect for people who want to create low content seasonal printable products. If you're looking to branch out, maybe into a new income stream. And of course, I always cater to beginners. So you have lots and lots of over the shoulder videos and steps clearly laid out so that you know how to start right from the very beginning. You can access this product and learn more about it on my website, amyharrop.com, and this is Succeed with Seasonal Printables.